Hello and welcome to Big Nem Numismatics. Today I have an NGC reveal. My NGC submission finally came back, and after almost a week of waiting for the FedEx driver to actually stop at the house, I now have the coins. And this was an all-Russian submission. So first off, this is a Siberian Kopek. This was the nicest out of the lot that I had purchased 6 months ago. But this was just thrown in to get to 8 coins. 8 coins is just something I like to, even number, and it cuts down shipping. And this came back except details. I was expecting a details grade, but I'm a little surprised it's not AU. I feel like there's decent luster, but I mean, with a coin like this, it's just semantics. Doesn't really matter. Next is this really scarce Susan Mint 5 Kopek piece. This, you can tell them apart from the different eagles. And also the mint mark, the KM. Boop, boop. And this is when I also took the liberty of removing some debris. And overall in this sub, I'd say I undergraded them a fair bit in person. This came back an MS61 Brown. I was expecting an AU. So really happy about this. And you can tell how big the slabs are. This is a regular slab. So pretty neat all the way around. But that's probably a $400 to $500 coin. Next, of course, is a 1788. 1788 is the most common year for the Catherine. The second 5 Kopeks, they just made a whole lot. 1787 as well. But this has some nice skin. It's got that chocolate brown look to it. And decent luster, especially for something that's 200 some odd years old. And this received an MS61 grade. Of course, my label sticks to the slab, so I'll get that off later. But overall, I thought this one actually had a decent chance of being Unk, but I wouldn't have been surprised if it came back, an AU. Well, now the stickers are sticking to each other. That's great. Next up was my favorite from the lot. This 1790 was definitely the most eye-appealing, had the most going for it. Great luster. I really like the color. It's well-centered, although part of the crown is missing. And 1790 is a better date. All the 90s are. 88 and 89 were like the peak years, late 80s, and then they dropped off, and 1796 at the Catherineburg Mint was the least minted. You can tell it's a brand new slab. But this came back, an MS62. Jeez. Oh well. Nothing some hot water will do. But really nice. This is about a $300 to $350 coin. And overall just really neat. And again, the thick slab. This one's a cool one. This is extremely well centered. You get the entire design on the coin. It's a 1786. And something cool about this, you can tell that there is 2 of everything across the crown. You can see this is where the actual crown is. This was where the other one is. You can see the monogram appearing over here, and more of the wreath to the left, and also on the obverse. We have, wow, we have 2 different heads, but great luster, well centered. Surfaces are just a tad bit dull, but this also received an MS61, so really happy on the low MS grades. There's a significant difference when they're graded in price-wise. We have 3 left. This is another 1788, if I'm not mistaken. This one you can see the surfaces are a bit muddled. Definitely more of that stingy old copper look, but still, you know, not a lot of wear. The luster is still present. And yep, 1788. This one's a lot more, you know, quality of a piece. I believe it's also the heaviest of the bunch, so that may be why. And this one got an AU 58. Still really nice. And here I believe this is a 1781. Still some luster present, but this is definitely the worst of the bunch. You can see there's significant wear on the monogram and the wreath. And this was given an AU 55, which is, you know, pretty good, pretty good. And it's nice to see that, well, just how they grade the big foreign copper. I know each series is a bit different, but just getting a feel for this specific series, being how I handle so many of the pieces, really helps, and especially choosing pieces in the future to send in. This is another one where the design is a bit obstructed by, you know, something at the mint. This wasn't a high quality environment. You can see there's also a bit of a planchet issue, way off center, but the reverse has some great luster. And just a tad bit of red seeping through on the reverse. And this one got an AU 58. So, pretty decent. Overall, we got 4 Unk coins. My favorite again was the 1790. And we got 3 AU coins. Oops. And then this just gimme to set up the 8 coin submission. So let me know what you thought of these coins. I sure enjoy the big Copex. And if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. That helps a lot. Thanks for watching.